Blast fishing has been an issue predominantly in the Pacific Ocean near Asia, where the demand for seafood is high. The trend began in World War II. Dynamite or cyanide is used to stun or kill fish and send them floating to the surface for the sake of easier catching. I spoke with Robert, who lost his wife to the bombings.
My wife and I were tending to our eggs when all of a sudden a stick of dynamite just fell into the reef we lived in. I swam away, wailing for my wife to come with me to leave the children behind, but she couldn't come fast enough. I watched her die and float to the surface and to be caught in a net. Linda, why did you have to die? Why did you have to die?
In most places, blast fishing has been banned and criminalized. However, that doesn't stop fishermen from building bombs out of available resources or using cyanide. These resources not only brutally murder fish, but blast coral reefs into rubble. Cyanide also melts the habitats, and animals can't live there. Coral reefs cannot live and support other life in this state.
I go to Fish University and swam across the Pacific to see my family in the coral reef where we lived for generations. And, well, I got lost, I thought, because they just found a bunch of rubble where I knew my reef was. But there was no fish, no coral. I left the sea and asked a passing shark where my reef was. He said some boats dropped cyanide in there last week.
Some steps have been taken to wipe out blast fishing. Most countries in the Pacific have banned and criminalized it to 5 to 10 years in prison. The World Wildlife Federation is trying to get fishermen to use alternative, sustainable fishing techniques. Some people are even boycotting fish products so the fishermen go out of business. The boycott has attracted many names, such as the significant yet less memorable Right Shark who danced along Katy Perry at the Super Bowl.
I encourage all humans to go fish free. You don't know where your dinner's from, and you probably don't want to know how it got to your plate. I stopped eating fish because, well, for one thing, if they're all poisoned in the Pacific, if not going extinct, and also because my girlfriend was pressuring me to go vegan with her. But I've been a happier shark ever since.